What's up athletes, and welcome to this video. In this video we're gonna talk about how to run faster in just 2 months. As you may have seen, about 2 months ago I ran a 5k PR run, and yeah, I managed to run a PR, a new PR of 19.6. Before that PR run my PR was 19.43. It was about last year this time where I ran this run. I made a IG live stream on Instagram where I ran the sub 20 kilometer, and it was my first sub 20 kilometer. Then I thought to myself, okay, I can push myself, I can train a little bit more, I can train better. Then went for a PR run and ran a 40-second PR. Because after my first PR run, which I did last year, where I ran the 19.43 5 kilometer, I had a break with running. Not really a break, but I was running inconsistently, running here and there, but not having a structure. And then on September, I then made a structure and was thinking of myself, okay, I want to run a new 5k PR, want to get faster. And this is why I then made a trainings plan. How I trained and how my trainings plan looked, it will be explained later in this video, so stay tuned for that. So before the PR run where I ran in 19.6, I was training about 2 months before, consistently with all my training, very focused on that run, focused to run a PR. So this is why I included how to run faster in 2 months. Also, before I start sharing my tips, I have a question for you. Write down in the comment section, what is your 5k PR? It really interests me. You can also check out my 5k PR run, which I did, as I said, 2 months back or something like that. I will, display it up here anywhere so you can check it out. Also, a quick disclaimer, by any means, I'm not a professional coach. I'm just sharing my experience, what I've learned over the last months, over the last year. So this is not a professional plan, but I'm sharing my experience, sharing my mistakes, so you don't make them, and get better and better in running. So my first tip would be, have a plan. Have a plan, have a structure that you can follow, that you can include in your trainings plan, and tick it off after every day. What I did, and that was a huge mistake of me, was not having a structure or a plan when I started running. What I mean by that is that I was just running around, some day like 5 kilometers, some day like 10 kilometers, some day 200 meter sprints, but I hadn't really a structure, a plan. My plan was to chase PBs. What I mean by that is that my training plan looked like this: Monday 5k, Thursday 5k, so every day 5ks, and always tried to beat my PR that I ran last day. And as you can guess, I wasn't really getting faster. I didn't make any long runs, I didn't make any tempo runs, I didn't make any interval runs. So just running around, huge mistake. Please don't make that. Have a structure, have a plan. And I'm revealing my structure, my trainings plan later on in this video, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna show you my exact trainings plan I did, how I was structuring it, all my workouts, so stay tuned for that. But now we're coming to the next tip, which is run more / increase your mileage. So in order to get faster, you need to run more, because with running more, your endurance builds, and you can really get better and better in running. But as I said, please don't make the mistake to just run around. Have a structure, have a plan, you can follow along. I'm now going to show you my overall structure of the training plan, but later on I will go in depth into it, how many kilometers and everything I run. But overall, what I did was easy runs, interval runs, and tempo runs. So these 3 workout types, I included it, and these are 3 different workout types with each their different impact on the training. What I mean by that is, easy runs are with 50 to 60% effort pace. What is 50 to 60% effort pace? Let's say you run with a friend, with a group of friends, and you can chat with them, have a chat with them. This is roughly your 50 to 60% effort pace. What I do is heart rate based training. So I calculated my 50 to 60% effort pace. Roughly, for me, this is about 150 to 160 BPM. So I have a watch on me, and when I run, I try to keep my heart rate between 150 and 160 BPMs. So I know, okay, this is my easy run, because eventually you're getting faster and faster. I think heart rate based training is more accurate than calculating it by yourself. Then for my tempo runs, I like them to do between 70 to 80, 80 to 90% effort. So these are faster runs. Easy runs are my longest runs, and tempo runs are also in between that range, maybe a bit shorter, but again with more effort. So these runs are specifically for getting used to the pace. What I mean by that is, if you roughly run the same pace for a longer distance, then maybe eventually it gets easier for you to run the same pace at a shorter distance. Again, you're not running full out, you're not running with 100%, 110%, you're just running with 70 to 80, 80 to 90 to getting used to the pace. over a longer period of distance. And then we have interval runs. I include interval runs in my trainings plan, where I do 400 meter repeats, 800 meter repeats, my repeats, each with their different rest time in between. These runs are with 100%, so I go full out. And yeah, these runs are ready for getting faster, getting new speed, if you can get my point, because sometimes you have to push yourself in the training. That's why I include easy runs and tempo runs. Tempo runs again are also a bit faster, but easy runs are for the overall endurance. What I mean by that is you have to run slow to get fast. I know it kind of sounds off, but if you get my point, if you run slowly and progress and really stay steady, then eventually you're getting better over time. And you can do all of this. You can do easy runs, tempo runs, interval runs, and there are 100 more workout types you can do. I'm not saying this is the only way to train, but it worked for me. But you can all of this and it won't help you in the end if you don't have consistency. Consistency is the key for getting faster. You won't get extremely faster in 1 week. You won't get extremely faster in 2 weeks. You have to consistently work on yourself and eventually getting faster and faster. I know there are some small results there, here and there. You're getting faster and faster. You can feel it, especially in running where you build endurance. You really have to be consistent, have a focus, have a goal in mind, focus on it and achieve it. And again, in the 2 months before I did my 5K PR run where I ran 19.6, which was my final time, which was a new PR of 40 seconds. I was running consistently and with focus, with a plan, with a structure, followed all my workouts for 2 months straight. So this was the time where I really felt like, okay, I'm improving very much and I feel ready for the PR run. But a huge plus point that I think was helping me to achieve that PR run was that I was running before the 2 months consistently. Again, here and there some breaks, but I had weeks with 60 kilometers, 65 kilometers, up to 75 kilometers where I built my endurance for the 2 months. So I was not starting 2 months before my 5K PR run. I did had some background, I did had some spotty background, and yeah, this is what I think helped me very much to have a strong endurance base. So now I would say let's come to my specific training plan. I have it right on my phone and I will just talk about it a bit. This is a training plan of September 2020 and I started off really slow. So on Monday I had 10 kilometers, on Wednesday I had 10 kilometers, then on Thursday I had interval runs, and on Saturday again a 10 kilometer run. So you can really see I was building my endurance just with easy runs and some interval runs for getting faster. But again, I didn't include any tempo runs in the first 3 weeks, I think so, because then on the 3rd week I did a tempo run on Monday, which was 10 kilometers. Then on Wednesday I did my interval runs. On Thursday I did a 20 kilometer run, and on Saturday again a 15 kilometer easy run. So for example, as I said, on Monday I had a 10 kilometer easy run, then on Tuesday I had a day off, and on Wednesday I had an interval session. So you can see after each hard workout, after each hard session, I have a day off or an easy one in between. Then I have the trainings plan of October 2020. And there I was really building up mileage and mileage. I increased my mileage every week. And I can read out a typical week of me. So on Monday I had an easy run with 20 kilometers. On Tuesday, tempo run 15 kilometers. Wednesday, a mobility day where I stretched and everything. I was not really consistent with that. Then on Thursday I had an interval session. Again, especially on that day, there was 800 meter repeats. Then on Friday I had an easy run with 5K, and on Saturday a tempo run with 15K. So you really see, okay, this is some crazy mileage. And again, on Sunday, mobility day. And then the last week of the October was really hard. I think this was the week where I ran the most kilometers in 1 week, about 75 kilometers. So huge mileage. I think those weeks helped me to build up that endurance base for the upcoming 2 months before the 5K PR run. So I think, those weeks were very helpful for the endurance base. Again, I would say the 75 kilometer week, which was a easy run on Monday with 25 kilometers. On Tuesday, tempo run with 15 kilometers. On Wednesday, a mobility day. On Thursday, interval session, 800 meter repeats on this day specifically. Then on Friday, a 10 kilometer easy run, and on Saturday, a 20 kilometer tempo run. It was crazy mileage, especially for me because I had a sporty background, but I increased my mileage a lot. Again, I wanted to have most of the runs easy runs, just for the overall stamina, then some faster runs with the tempo runs and some very fast runs with the interval runs. But also mobility days are very important. Again, to be honest, I wasn't really consistent with that, but they are super important for getting faster to set your body ready for running. Do I suggest to run that much and that way? To be honest, for beginners, I wouldn't recommend it really, because I was coming from a sporty background. I had some endurance build up. I more slowly or faster build up that mileage, increased it. But especially for beginners that haven't run that much, I wouldn't recommend this training plan. This was just my training plan. Again, no professional training plan. This was just the way that I trained for my 5K PR run. But again, I was coming from a sporty background, run here and there, did some races and all kind of stuff. But again, for runners that start, it would more damage you than benefit you, especially with the high mileage. What I would recommend is find a distance you want to run, make a plan, the structure you have right now that I give you. This is just my experience. This is not a professional plan, but it helped me to run faster. And again, easy runs, tempo runs and interval runs. Those are the workouts that I do that help me to run faster. So this is it with the video. I hope you liked it. I hope it might help you to get faster. Again, share your 5K PR in the comments. It really interests me. Then I'd say I see you in the next video. Keep running. Bye.